In today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and cold call one of my prospects that is inside of my CRM. And for those of you that are new to the channel, I am doing a series where I am showing web experts how to close clients in 2026. So we're focusing on the fundamentals. If you haven't watched the series, I will drop the links below, and you can see from the very moment that we added her to the list all the way to calling. So let's get to it. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go into my CRM, who can I serve today? And I'm gonna pull up her phone number and I'm going to make a call to Joali. And here we go.
Good morning, Carl. That's Ron speaking.
Hey Ron, is Joali around?
She's not here yet. She should be here soon, I hope.
Do you know around what time?
She should have been here by now, so I would tell you anytime.
Okay, Ron, I'll call in a little bit, man. Thank you.
Okay.
Alrighty, bye-bye. All right, so we just call and she's not there yet. Now, before we call Joali back, let's talk about the cold call itself. That is one of the biggest levers that you can pull in your business when it comes to getting clients. You are literally one call away from closing a client, from serving them, literally one call away. And if you don't understand how powerful a cold call can be, then you're missing out on thousands of opportunities because of that simple mechanism that you're not utilizing in your business. All right, so let's start with part 0. And 0 is the part of the mindset. If you don't have the mindset of, I am here to serve, it is my duty and responsibility to do so, I am following up because I am professionally persistent, it's not because I'm annoying, it's because I can truly serve somebody. I know that if I want things to happen for me, I have to make moves and I have to take massive action. And rejection is not they're rejecting me, it's just a no, it's just a signal that I am doing something that is moving my business forward. And I can go on and on and on. The mindset of you being able to follow up and serving people, you have to have that. And if you don't have that mindset, you're not gonna make cold calls, you're not gonna send outreach, emails, LinkedIn messages, whatever, you're just not gonna do it. There's a video where I talked about the mindset of the follow-up. That is the same mindset that you wanna carry through your following up, your cold calling. So make sure you watch that. I have the links of all of the series down below in the comments, so make sure you check that out. So now I wanna go ahead and talk to you about the technical side of a cold call. I wanna give you practical frameworks that has served me well, that has allowed me to close thousands of dollars by just having the ability, the knowledge to just pick up a phone and call my prospects. And I promise you, it's not rocket science. It's actually simpler than you think. 90% is the mindset, and then just 10% is the technical side. One of the questions that I get asked often is, how do I bypass the gatekeeper? And my answer is you don't. You don't talk to the gatekeeper. That's pretty much it. And what I mean by that is you are able, if you take an extra 2 minutes, there's a bunch of softwares out there, and I'm gonna show you how to do that in this series. You can go ahead and ideally you wanna find the phone number from that, like the business owner's phone number. You don't wanna call the location, you wanna call the actual business owner. Okay, right now for this series, I started and I grabbed the phone number from the location. And again, I wanna show you everything that's unfolding, I'm documenting it and sharing it with you guys. And I'll have a different video about how to call those people directly. We'll do that another time. Right now I wanna focus on the context of what's happening right now. I'm actually calling a storefront, right, where there is a gatekeeper. So if I have to talk to a gatekeeper, here is how I think about this. Number one, when you call them, make sure you don't do something like this. Hello, my name is Alex from webconsulting.com. Just wanted to know if the business owner is around. Because what does that sound like to you? Spam. Right? Like you don't want to talk like that. That is the best way to say no, thanks. So right now in this example, we are cold calling a storefront and Ron went ahead and picked up. He said, hello, Golf Car Outlet, this is Ron speaking. And first thing I said was, hello Ron, is Joali around? That's it, or is Joali there? That's it. He responded, no, she's not. I asked him, when will she be back? He responded, and I said, thank you, I will call later. Bye. Right? Simple, and I got some intel from that. Now let's just role play a little bit. Let's use our imagination. Let's say Joali is there, and Ron said to me, oh, yeah, she is. Who is this? A lot of people would answer something like, hi, this is Alex from webconsulting.com. And that is the best way to never ever bypass a gatekeeper, because the goal of a gatekeeper is to gatekeep, right? And so the best approach that has worked well for me and my clients is if somebody says, hey, who is this? This is Alex. And you stay silent. You don't overtalk. You want to be neutral in your voice. You don't want to be overly excited, overly rude, like just neutral. Is Alex. Oh, okay, Alex from where? This is the part where people would say something like, Alex from webconsulting.com. No, we don't do that. Alex from Fort Lauderdale or Alex from Ellington, whatever location you are, you say, Alex from Fort Lauderdale. Silence. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. And they usually will transfer you over. Like I'm telling you right now, it works like a charm. Try it and you will thank me later. As a matter of fact, if you try it, comment below that you tried it, because I promise you, you're gonna get past gatekeepers. Now let's make it a little bit more challenging. Let's say that person says something like, well, what is it in regards to? Yeah, it's actually in regards to, a video that I sent her, and I'm Alex from webconsulting.com. That's also not gonna go through, right? So you can say something like, she knows about it, or already she's aware of what this call is about. And you leave like that curiosity, because the gatekeeper is gonna think, okay, well, let me just transfer. This is not a spammer. Let me just transfer it over. And then that is the simplest way that you can get past the gatekeeper, if you have to do that. All right, so now I want to just highlight a couple of mistakes that I see people often make when they talk to gatekeepers. Is they think the gatekeeper is the one that is going to buy the website or your offer, your service, right? You don't talk to gatekeepers like you're selling them stuff, because you're not. The purpose of you talking to a gatekeeper is, one, to get past it, right? To get you connected with the business owner. That's the first intention. And then if that is not happening, the second thing that you can do is get some information, additional information about the business through that gatekeeper. So don't just waste your time talking to the gatekeeper pretending that that's the person that's going to be the decision maker. It's not. And I see that line in the sand that often gets blurred, where you are like trying to talk to someone that is not a decision maker, and that's not going to serve you. So make sure that you have that understanding, and the goal is for them to get you in contact with the prospect, with the owner. In worst case scenario, you're able to extract some information. You can ask things like, well, how long have you guys been in business? What do you see is working for you guys right now? How is business? How is the climate? How is the economy? Like how is everything going over there, right? And just leading with value. If you lead with value to the gatekeeper, and if you remember, she has a job too. Maybe if you have a referral, or just, again, leading with value, being nice to the gatekeeper is very important too. Just not overcompensating or doing some weird stuff, like thinking you're gonna sell your offer by selling it to the gatekeeper. All right, so I digress. Let me go ahead and try this phone call again, and we go from there.
Thank you for calling Golf Club Appliance. Can I help you?
Hello, may I speak with Joali, please?
Yeah, just speaking.
Hey, Joali, this is Alex. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. Joali, I sent you a LinkedIn message with a video. Did you get a chance to watch it?
No, I'm being so busy. That was the video about?
The video is, I was looking at your website, and for the record, Joali, I am not trying to sell you anything. As a matter of fact, I am one of your customers, and I looked at your website, and I just want to run a couple of things by you. I would love, if you're open to it, I would love to set up a quick call on Zoom. I want to show you what I saw. And again, I believe in leading with value, and go from there. Are you opposed to doing a call?
You know what? I'm busy today, but let me look in my schedule, and then I will email to you back.
Okay, Joelle, let me ask you this. Are you available on Monday?
No, I'm not going to be here in my office on Monday.
What is the best days for you?
Sure. You know what? I got to go figure out my schedule first.
Okay.
right now, especially if it's last season for me. So, but yeah, you send me the information.
Okay.
I'm looking over there.
Sounds good. I'll send it. And the best way to send it to you
Alright.
is email, or do you want me to send it to you on LinkedIn?
No, you can send us an email. That'd be good.
Okay. Sounds good, Joali. Talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
You got it. Bye-bye. All right, so I just did that phone call and I did not lock in an appointment. She gave me some objections. So this is the reality of the call, and that's fine, but that is a touch point. And this is the part where you can feel discouraged. You're like, oh, I didn't lock in the phone call. It's okay. She is not in the mindset right now. She shared some personal stuff here that I'm probably gonna blurt out. And it's all good. We made a phone call. Now we have an additional touch point, and the goal is to get her back on a phone. And I know exactly what email to send her, which I'm gonna do this in the second part. And I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get Joali in a call so we can help her sell hundreds of golf carts, because again, she has a great business. So that's pretty much it. That is the video. We now have a touch point. I'm gonna make sure that we put that in our CRM. All right, so that was pretty much the call. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to add this information, what just happened, inside of my CRM, who can I serve? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to send her an email, and I know a different angle that I know for sure is going to get her more interested about jumping on that call. Like, I really wanna make sure that I sell that call. And I can't wait to show you what that email looks like, so make sure you stick around. On the next video, I'm gonna break that down. And that is it from me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, as I share videos every week. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video. Create a great day, everyone.